Hey y'all, so we all get asked on a regular, how was our day? And we usually give the generic response of good. But today I'm giving more than good. Spend the day with me as a travel nurse on a 16-hour shift, 2 hours away. I'm giving tips, I'm giving emotions, I'm giving how was my day actually? So my day starts at 4 a.m. and I'm not a morning person, so I lay out my clothes the day before and pack my bag so that I can just fluff my fro and go, honey. These are my new sneakers from Innovative Scrubs, and I needed new sneakers for work so bad. So let's see how these hold up to a 16-hour day. I know y'all probably wondering why I'm choosing to do a 16-hour shift, especially those nurses out there that's probably like, girl, what? But I'm going to do a video one day where I explain how I advocate for myself and negotiate contracts with my agency and the hospital to benefit my work-life balance. I do one 16-hour shift a week and I get paid more than I did when I worked 3 days a week as a full-time staff nurse. Our work week starts on Sunday and ends on Saturday. So sometimes I work Saturday and Sunday and then I don't come back for 2 weeks. This hospital is amazing and I feel really comfortable there, but it is 2 hours and some change away. And it's a long, very uneventful drive with just me and trucks in the dark. So I always stop and make sure I get an energy drink. Even if I don't need it, just getting up and feeling the cold weather just makes me wake up a little bit. I only drive up and back one time a week because I drive up and back or I drive up and stay in a hotel, do another shift and come back. While I'm driving, I listen to my favorite music or I listen to a podcast. Today, I was listening to Nurse Speak, which was a podcast that I was actually on, and it was such a fun episode. RIP to Ebby. He was the owner of Nurse Life RN page, and this was his podcast. It was an amazing episode and one of the last episodes before he passed that he was able to be on. So please go check it out. He was such a beautiful and brilliant man, and he brought so many smiles to the nursing community. So I hope you're rested in power, King. The drive usually goes really quick and it's actually really pretty and peaceful. So we made it, y'all. It's 6:45 a.m. and we have our tea. If I'm not listening to a podcast or music, I talk to my mom on the phone. She's a night shift teletech, so she's always up. Shout out to all the teletechs. She's been a teletech since I was a baby, so I just love y'all. And then in the morning, I always text her and tell her I got there safely if I didn't talk to her. She was off this night, so boo! But anyway, glad you got some rest, Mom. Love you. And I'm from one of those protective families where if you don't text them, they're going to call the cops. So I have to text my family, let them know I'm okay daily. They have to converse with each other and make sure they heard from me. The first thing I'm going to do is clean. But also, here's a compliment on my shoes. What's up, Shan? What's wrong?
Your purple shoes.
I know. Cute, right? And also, I'm a hugger. I'm mushy, okay? Positive energy exchange with your coworkers is so important, especially in this job. And that's my work bestie, so bring it in. And these are my new compression socks, also from Innovative Scrubs. I wear compression socks every day. I have varicose veins, and if I do not wear them, my legs start aching. So these are my saving grace. And even if you don't have varicose veins, it is really important to take care of your legs when you work a physical job on your feet like we do. So I don't care if you're a 21-year-old little tenderoni nurse, go get you some compression socks and stop being cute. When I was in the bathroom or whatever, I took a little moment to check myself out and I noticed that these scrubs was really hugging my waist. Usually I have to wear like scrubs that are really baggy in order for them to, give me a little bit of room in the booty, but also keep my waist snatched. But these, they stretched in the booty and got a tight little waist. Come on now. Because this job is so physical, it's so important that I feel comfortable to bend over, squat, do compressions, and feel like my behind not gonna be out. So come on, stretchy scrubs. And these, I'm just filling up the blanket warmer. Patients love warm blankets when they're cold, and it just makes them feel so good. So I love to keep a lot of blankets in there so we never run out. This is where the deterioration of my fro begins. As you can see, when we flip on the N95, it like flicks my hair up and masks be all in my hair. My hair just be like, dang, this is how you gonna do me? I do wear head wraps to work sometimes, but today was just a fro day. Sometimes it's just a fro day, damn it. So we scan all our meds. We scan the patient first and then the meds. I love that we have evolved to this level of technology. Before, when I first became a nurse, I've been a nurse for 12 years, we didn't scan meds. So more med mirrors, y'all know what I'm trying. More med errors happen, damn it. With this system, we have to scan the patient before we scan the med. So if it's the wrong patient, the wrong med, the wrong dose, it'll stop us so that we don't give the patient the wrong medication. Now, this is called a pill cutter. Some medications we may not have the exact dose of in the pharmacy. So the medication or the tablet will come scored, meaning a line down the middle that it can be split in half. So if I need to give 5 milligrams of baclofen, but I only have 10 milligrams, I then have to split that medication in half. So that's the scored line. I put it in this little device and there's a razor at the top and it splits the tab right in half. Now, not all medications can be split, and it's really important to use a pill cutter and not just crack the pill in half because it is not exactly half and it's the wrong dose. Now, this little handy dandy tool is a pill crusher. Now you put the pill in there, and it kind of like, what's those things you use for seasoning? It's called a muller or mortar or something like that, and it basically grinds the seasoning down. This is the same thing. It just makes the pill finely crushed so that you can mix the pill with applesauce or pudding for patients who have trouble swallowing. I found it. It's called a mortar and pestle. I knew what I was talking about, or however you pronounce that. But anyway, this is for patients that may have had a stroke or problems with swallowing. If you crush it down and put it in something like applesauce or something like that, it's easier to swallow. Now, if you guys want me to make a video about how I crush meds, let me know, because it definitely can get technical. You definitely should put the pudding inside the cup before you put the meds. But anyway, let me know in the comments. So after my first med pass, I'm pretty hungry. So even though it's an early lunch, I've been awake since 4 a.m. So it's not early for me. My saving grace with working these long shifts have been meal prepping and small frequent meals. So even if I don't have time to cook, I'll go to like a soul food spot and I'll get a shrimp and salmon Alfredo, and I'll divide that into smaller portions. Smaller meals more frequently has really helped me with my metabolism. And honestly, I just don't have time to be being hungry. Cause girl, I get hangry and I want to be nice to my patients, okay? But anyway, this thingamajigger, actually big thingamajigger, because it's actually quite heavy, is another pill crusher. It can crush more things at once. And this pill crusher is kind of hard to clean. So we don't usually take these into rooms. They prefer us to use the individual pill crushers that is individualized for each patient. I still really like this pill crusher though, because it crushes faster and it makes it more dustier, like, so it's finer to put into the applesauce or pudding. But I'll just keep this pill crusher outside the room, because I'm trying to tell you, them little ones, your wrist be working trying to break down them pills. This one is more like a masher with force, so I like this one better. Okay. So now it's 2 p.m. and yeah, I'm feeling it. My body is definitely feeling sluggish. I'm getting tired. You think if I stretch my eyes open real wide, I'll stay awake. But the sun is so energetic to me. So when I'm working day shift, I love to just go outside and feel the sun. It was a beautiful day. Just breathing in fresh air and the sun just really wakes me up. And it's just, the sun is energy. But when the sun isn't available, there's also energy drinks. I'm not a coffee drinker, so energy drinks and tea is my thing. So now we done made it to 5:45, 10,000 steps, almost 5 miles, y'all. I've had my phone in military time since I was a baby nurse in 2012 because I was so scared of messing up med time. Ooh, and we made it to 7 p.m. Hey, we made it to 1900. Hey, my coworkers saw me dancing and started cheering me on. I love this place. I love this for me. One day I'll tell the full story of the toxic work environment that tried to dim my light, but I love that I can share my light here. Anyway, we made it to 9 p.m. and my hair and my face, everything is just fed. Do you know what fed looks like? This is what fed looks like. This looks like tired. Tired. That's what this looked like. This was child. I should have did one of them videos where they showed it before and after. Because I look like I'm over it. So here I am piggybacking my medications. It's secondary tubing. Let me know if you want this video longer on YouTube, because I have a shorter version on Instagram about how to piggyback. It is an art. But yes, I just got an admission in the last stretch of my shift. And when you get admission at the last stretch of your shift, you be so tired because it's just a new energy. And my energy is failing at this point. So I don't got time for no new energy. But I had a new admission. He had every respiratory virus in the world. So we had all these antibiotics to give. And I had all this charting to do. And look at my hair. The fro just be... I look so tired. Just like that, we made it to 11 p.m. And I noticed that my patients actually like when I work 16-hour shifts too, because they usually get a new nurse at 7 p.m., but they get to keep me until 11. So they're kind of excited. I get to complete their day from start to finish and tuck them in before I leave. So I got a hotel for the night because I worked the next morning, but I got to be super quiet because my work bestie is also a traveler and we're sharing a room tonight. She got off at 7, so she's already asleep. Either way, the scrubs held up amazing. They were so stretchy but secure, and the shoes were so comfortable. For those of you that are like, oh my gosh, she's doing a 16-hour shift, she's so crazy, meet my son Cameron. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you may not know, but I have a 6-year-old son named Cameron, and he is my handsome little Virgo. Look at the cheeks. My Virgo baby is so schedule oriented, and he really just benefits from a schedule that is the same every week. So me being able to work only 2 days on the weekends really has benefited him, and he's just so handsome. This is the sacrifice of motherhood, and I'm so proud that I can be able to give this to him. And it's twerk time because we made it. Hey, if you guys like this video, let me know in the comments. I'm just so happy to share this day with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, y'all.